All right. So I had asked you guys to try to work on number 2 on your own. Number 1 was just recopying from page 5. I believe I asked you guys to do that yesterday, so hopefully you had that written in. If the old wage was 1, we're going to add $10 onto that. What does the distribution of new wages look like? What are my possible outcomes? Absolutely. 11, 15, 17, 20, 25, and 35. And the probabilities stay exactly the same. Because if you had a wage of $1 before, whatever the probability of that is, now we're just adding $10 onto that. But nothing about how many cards had a number 1 on it changes. So probability stays exactly the same. To find the mean and the standard deviation without having to do it by hand, you go to your calculator. First thing you have to do is recreate the table by going to Stat. We're going to choose Edit. If there's anything in either List 1 or List 2, we have to clear it out. So I'm going to arrow up until List 1 is highlighted. Hit Clear and Enter. It's going to erase everything. And then I'm going to do the same thing with List 2. I come over here. I arrow up to where it says List 2. Hit Clear and Enter. Erase everything out of there. All right, so back here to List 1. I'm going to put all the possible outcomes. So we're going to put those new wages in here. What were the new wages again? 11, enter. 15, enter. 17, enter. 20, enter. 25, enter. And 35, enter. So we put all of the possible outcomes here for our random variable. And then I'm going to arrow over to List 2. This is where I'm going to put the probabilities. What was the probability for 11? It's the same thing as 1. 1 out of 18. So I'm going to have 1 divided by 18, and then hit Enter. It's going to change it into a decimal form for me, so I don't need to do that ahead of time. What was the probability of 15? 2 out of 18. Hit Enter. 17. 5 divided by 18. Oops. There we go. Enter. $20. 5 divided by 18. Enter. Thank you. I need to go up and double check that I'm doing these right. 1 divided by 18. 2 divided by 18. 5 divided by 18. 5 divided by 18. There we go. Next one should be what? 4 divided by 18. Enter. 1 divided by 18. All right. After you have all this data in those 2 lists, so you have all your possible outcomes and you have your probabilities here in List 2, go back to Stat, arrow over to where it says Calc. We only have one random variable that we want these calculations for, right? Choose one variable, Stats. It should ask you where your information is coming from. Do you guys see something like this on your screen? Does it have parentheses? Let me see what it looks like. One variable, Stats. Okay, open up parentheses. First thing you're going to do is tell it that List 1 has the information about the possible outcomes. So 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Should put an L1 in there. And then you need a comma. Comma's right here. Yep, to get L1, you do 2nd and the number 1. If you look, it's in blue right above the number 1. Then you need a comma, because now you're going to tell it where the probabilities are. That's the frequency list. So 2nd and the number 2 for List 2. Close your parentheses and hit Enter. Is it coming back as an error? How do you turn the parentheses on? I don't have any parentheses on. You don't have parentheses on your document? It just says, why? I gotta figure out what's going on with this and why it's not working now. Hold on just a second. Here's matches mine. Did you do parentheses or just parentheses were done? Okay. Let's see what happens. Who is stuck on getting this? All right. You got it? Yes, I have a calculator you can borrow. So it won't give you a parenthesis. You have to open up the parentheses and put in L1, comma, L2. All right, anybody else having trouble? Now you have to enter those two. Second. One. Comma. Second. Two. You're welcome. Anybody else having trouble getting this to come up? Anybody? All right, we still have a little bit to get through, guys, so I need your attention here. All right, so where is the mean here? It's X bar, so 20.005. Where is the standard deviation? Sigma X, right here. All right, so let me get this written in here, and I will show you what your page needs to look like. So the mean. Homework is due on Monday.